Hi everyone, thought I'd come on today and show you how I've made my journaling cards for a little journal that I've been making. They're just pieces of recycled cardboard. I've put design paper on the front, and then some have lined paper and some have distressed plain paper. So I'll show you how I did those, and then I just stamped some words on here that I found, which I thought were really nice. So let's get into it. Right, tape or glue, whichever one you prefer. I've been using tape just because the packaging that I'm using is shiny on one side. It's just I've cut up a box that I had to the size that I want it, and it's got shiny surface, so I've been using this red tape. Sometimes glue doesn't stick or it comes unstuck on that kind of surface. Some scissors, a foam folder just to push down for the tape. I've got some inks here which I've been using to distress and to stamp. I've got a scrap of design paper which matches, so I'm going to be using that. And I've got a bit of leftover distressed paper. I'll show you how I do this, but it's really simple. Okay, so first of all I cut this down to fit into the journal that I'm making. It's only a small journal. Now I'm just going to grab some red tape and I'm going to go all the way around the edge. This is really super strong, this is, so it's really good for any surface. It sticks really well. And then I usually do just a strip down the middle. And I'm going to flip it over and do the same. You can use any size, any material. It doesn't have to be cardboard, it can be anything. You could just do two pieces of paper back to back. So instead of me doing this, you could just stick that over that and that would be your card. But I just wanted something a little bit sturdier and a bit thicker for the journal I'm making. And one last one. Down the middle. And then what I do is I just go around with my bone folder. As you can see, it makes it go darker. Just pushes all the air out and makes sure that it adheres well to the surface so that it won't come unstuck. And the other side. Right, now I'm going to use the design paper on this side, just because this is the side with all the writing on, so I don't want it to show through my paper if you've got thin paper. So take all the backing off, and I want this side showing, so I'm going to flip it over and I'm just going to stick it to the corner. Butt it up to the corner, make sure it lays straight and flush with the edges. Push it down. Just go over once more with the foam folder to make sure it's adhered. And then I'm just going to get my scissors and cut around the edge. So no measuring with this. I don't measure very often. So nice and easy. There you are. So that's the front. So on the back I'm going to have some plain paper that's all distressed. I'll show you how I did that. So let me just grab my mat so that I don't get ink on the table. And I just took a piece of thin copy paper, just plain white copy paper, and scrunched it up, and then flattened it out again. Flatten it out. And then I got a distress ink, so I'm using antique linen for this, just because I think it goes very well with what I'm using. It kind of complements, but you can use any colour, any type of ink that you want. And I literally just rub the pad over it. This one's not very wet at the moment, it's quite dry, so it might take a bit more ink. But as you can see, you get the ink picks up all the marks and the creases in the paper. It gives it a nice distressed old look. And the more you go over it, the darker the colour becomes. So like this one, I went over it quite a bit and got in between all the bits. As you can see, I need to get my re-inker out because this one's, I think this has dried up a bit, but you get the idea. So it's pretty easy, and then use that for something else, and then I just flip it over, get my journaling card, and I'm going to take the backing off with the tape. And again, I'm going to do exactly the same as what I did with the design paper. I'm going to butt it up against the corner, making sure it's right up to the edge. Push it down, use my bone folder just to go around the edge, make sure it's adhered well. And again, I'm going to cut this around the edge. Don't have to be super neat with this. There you are. And then decide which orientation you want it. Some of these, I've got some that are upright, some that are like that. I'll just go and grab my stamps. These are the stamps I've been using. I'm not sure where I got these from. I want to say I got them in a bundle, I think, off of eBay, so I'm not sure of the make or anything, but any stamps, depends on what you're doing the journal for. I'm doing this as a memory journal, so I thought these were perfect. A smile happens in a flash, but the memory can last a lifetime. Got memory, precious memories. A memory lasts all of a second, but the memory lives on forever. Memory, everything seems to happen to music. In memory, everything seems to happen to music. You never know when you're making a memory. Good times. Memory is the mother of all wisdom. We do not remember days, we remember moments. We must always have old memories and young hopes. Remember when. Memories are meant to be made, not forgotten. Single moments make great memories, and memory is the treasury and guardian of all things. I just love those stamps. So, don't know which ones I've used and which ones I haven't, but I don't think I've used this one, a smile happens in a flash one. Let me just check. I want these all to be different. That one I've left plain. And on these two, these are sort of longer ones, a bit like bookmarks. I've actually put design paper on the back instead, just in case someone does want to use these as a bookmark or marker in the journal or anything like that. You can still journal on them, they're pretty plain on the back. So, don't think no, I haven't used that one. So I'm going to keep this one in this orientation. And I'm going to use this stamp. I'm going to use my stamping platform because these Distress inks come out blotchy. Not that it matters, it doesn't matter on these. I quite like the fact that they don't come out smooth and nice because it makes them look older, appear older anyway. So, but I like to use this just so that if I want to go over it a few times, then I can. Right, so I'm going to line that up. Make sure it's roughly straight. Roughly straight where I want it. And then for this one I'm going to use Seedless Preserves because it goes well with the colours. I'm just going to tap it all over, close it up, just push. As you can see, it comes out faint, but I quite like that. Look, I'm just going to go over it just one more time just to make it a little bit more vibrant. But it's up to you, it depends on the look, but I quite like that some areas are really bright and some are faded. It goes well with this distressed look of the paper. Just take that off, clean that in a minute, and there you are. And that's a really quick, easy way to use scraps up. You can even use lots of different papers on one card. You could rip it. You can do all sorts with these. So just a quick.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Sorry. My Alexa responded to me. So yeah, a quick, easy way of doing journaling cards. And I'll be back. With my next video will be a flip through of the journal that I've made for these to go into. So make sure you look out for that, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back again soon. Bye bye.